Right now, from the Independent Women's Forum, Gail Trotter joins us.
I'm
Gail,
doing
how you
great. How are
doing?
you, Cam?
I am excellent. Appreciate you coming on the program today. And fans of Seinfeld, I think will enjoy your latest piece at Town Hall. You talk about the soup Nazi, the guy who if you try to change your order, you didn't order the way you wanted to order. No soup for you, right? And you say there's a case of life imitating art in San Francisco. James Chu is a restaurateur, and he got a little fed up with folks trying to order off
That's
menu.
right. And I was following this story because I just found it really fascinating that there was this Chinese restaurant entrepreneur in San Francisco, of all places, which is highly regulated, highly bureaucratic. And I followed his story with interest because it turned out that he had some customers who had come in and were unhappy with the food that he had served them. And he just lost it. I mean, they refused to pay because they were unhappy with the food. And so he shut down his restaurant, and he posted a sign on the front of his restaurant kind of answering what these customers had said. And the sign said, "So, yes, we use MSG. So we don't believe in organic food, and we don't give an S about gluten-free." And he said it, and it was so hilarious to me because, we just hear this all the time from all corners of the country, the food nannies who are coming after entrepreneurs and customers to try and get in between that relationship and dictate what kind of food that entrepreneurs, restaurateurs can serve to their customers and what kind of food we as customers are allowed to have. So to have a Chinese food store where they say, we're going to serve MSG, we're going to serve food that has gluten in it, it just proved to me that there is a morsel of freedom left in our country.
Yeah, and good for him. Now, again, this is we'll see what the market does in San Francisco. Maybe James is going to find out that if he wants to continue making food with MSG and gluten in it, that San Francisco might not be the friendly business environment that he was hoping that it would be. I don't know. But what I thought was so interesting is this guy. He said the last straw was a customer who said, "Well, the rule is if I don't like it, then I don't have to pay for it."
That's right.
Right. And just sort of, I guess, perhaps after eating, and who knows how much he ate. Now, the new sign that's up says, "We work hard to please everybody. What we know we can't. So if you're hard to please turn around and go somewhere else. Thanks." That to me, I think is an even more telling sign, Gail, because it's, you look at the politicization of everything. Now, Mom is demanding Kroger's, ban guns, and Starbucks banning guns, and we're bringing our politics with us wherever we go. I realize it's not necessarily just politics, but here's the restaurateur saying, "Look, I'm not going to be able to please everybody. Hopefully, you'll like the food here." But you just sense the frustration of this business owner, throwing up his hands and just, look, if you just want to come and eat some Chinese food, come and eat some Chinese food. We got good Chinese food
and the
here.
market can answer this for us. That's the beauty of it, that he's free currently at the present moment to offer what he wants to offer. And the customers, just like in the famous Seinfeld episode of the Soup Nazi, where the Soup Nazi was very rude, he was domineering, and he wanted things done a certain way. And Jerry was trying to tell Elaine how amazing the soup was that the Soup Nazi offered, but she had to order it in a particular way, or he would deny her having the ability to have soup, as he had done to everyone else who would not conform to the way that he wanted to serve it. And it was just a hilarious episode, and I thought of that in relation to James Chu in San Francisco and the fact that right now he's offering his product that he chooses to offer to customers, and they can vote with their taste buds and they can vote with their feet. So we don't know if his business will survive. he may not have enough customers in San Francisco who want the kind of food that he's offering. But the beauty of it is that in America, the whole idea of America is that we are free to choose, that we have liberty to make these decisions because we're adults. We can assess what's offered to us and decide if it fits in conformity with what we want or not. And for him, we'll see what the market does. But the beauty of it is that at this present moment, he still has the choice to decide what he wants to offer, and the customers still have the liberty to decide whether or not to buy it or not.
Amen. And again, we can talk about the role perhaps that health inspectors play. We could talk, making sure the kitchen is clean. But when it comes to the type of food we're eating, I mean, Gail, we're talking to you on what the animal rights activists want to call Meatless Monday. And again, a perfect example. In their perfect world, James would not be able to serve up Kung Pao chicken or sweet and sour chicken,
right?
Or chicken,
right? Absolutely. They would like to limit our choice. They would like to make those decisions for us based on their morality. And in this piece, I reference a piece by a friend of mine, Mary Eberstadt, who has written a lot about this, and she says that food has become the new sex, and that people are more concerned about the regulations around food and they previously were with sex, but it's all kind of changed to that. So you see that with the Meatless Monday type of folks, that they are making a moral judgment, and they are trying to impose it on the rest of us through government action. And so we can see this over and over again. The regulators and the bureaucrats are limiting the choice of Americans to decide these. Basically, they would like the meatless people would like it to be a moral choice. The rest of us just think meat is tasty.
There you go. Gail, listen, I appreciate you coming on the program today. It's good talking
always
with you as
always.
always.
A pleasure to be with you. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Gail Trotter joins us from the Independent Women's Forum.